This is experimental because I'll be trying a new chat client. Can you hear me? Well, I can hear myself, but chat is it's not connecting. Well, okay, going to have to do a fallback, sadly. Greetings, everyone. My name is Adenteuer, and welcome back to my live Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. As usual, I'll be covering a combination of both Veersmith levels and levels that I find online. I'll first start off with this stage, Snowman by Heavy Elite, with 29 plays and a score of 2. If you want one of your levels to be covered on stream, please leave a sub ID in the live chat, either on YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. Make sure not to submit more than 2 levels at a time though, as I'll start skipping over them otherwise. You may also submit levels made by other authors as well if you so desire, but the same rules apply. So here's level queue and level history. Also make sure not to resubmit levels already covered in the past. Use the level history to check that. So, welcome to the stream everyone. Lipatio, Jethawk, Leonardo, Heatman, Lily, Pixel, and anyone else who I missed. As well as all the lurkers on various sites. I was hoping to use the Restream.io chat, but it can't catch YouTube's chat for some reason. Only Mixer and Twitch. I'm gonna have to experiment a bit more. Yeah, I saw Rebecca, but that game never got completed, did it? The atomic fire, YouTube, it's not a shield. Sure, send it in. How long is the level, though? That's what I was worried is gonna happen once. One moment. Alright. It's a crossover with Monster High. Only similar in the sense that it's a crossover. Because I saw the same trailer, I didn't get the same feeling from that game. Plus all the characters are humanoids. Or close enough to humanoids. I must have missed something earlier. Oh, hello there. So that's why I was there. And a reminder to all of you viewers, this is the only stream I'll be doing today. There will be no evening stream. So if you want me to cover your levels, send them in right now. Or sometime during the stream. Yet again. I will Lipatio. That'll be the 4th or 5th level I'll cover. The part 4 of that castle level. Hi Buster, welcome to the stream. As a reminder to everyone, this will be the only stream today. No evening streams. I have prior commitments. Same. And as a reminder to everyone, it hasn't been released yet. Wait until Halloween. Oh yeah, that'd be a perfect time as well. I completely forgot about that. GG. Decent stage, I'd say. No Mega Man hacks for tomorrow's. Only Mega Man fan games. Sure, Pixel, feel free to suggest. Second up is Gonome Man by XDiegoBroht, with 28 plays and a score of 6. Note the date though, it's one of the oldest stages. Well, older stages, released only a few months after the game's release. Tomorrow I'll be covering the 3 fan games, Mega Man vs. YouTube, Blue Boy, and if I have enough time, Hard at Tree. Or another fan game, I'm not sure about the later one. Alright, I'll edit Pixel. Let me finish this stage first. No, we're not necessarily. I hope, but I doubt it. And we'll probably get to that Heatman encounter. I plan on finishing the game tomorrow, and it doesn't seem that difficult either. Mistimed. I was running low on health anyways. Really? Invisible ceiling? Could have made that a bit clearer, to be honest. I'll just ignore it. I have plenty of extra energy and... If one does get in, it'll probably be Yellow Devil, well... It'll probably be Yellow Devil, the Mecha Dragon, or one of the bosses from Mega Man 11. I thought that was gonna be a trap, by the way. Trying to get extra life and a lot of Yoga blocks spawning in to crush me. That's the point. But the trade-off for them is that they're really durable and deal quite a bit of contact damage. At least they telegraph when they're going to do their high hops and their low hops. They didn't used to do that in the past in the classic games. Dog Robot's going to take a while, probably when we loop back. We don't even have all the bosses that they could replicate. That ends this stage. Yeah, a capsule, but... Well, a capsule could work with all the teleportation. Maybe just one. Third up is Weapon Capsule Relay 33 by YouTube Social HD2 with 95 plays and a score of 28. You know the drill by this point if you watched long enough, and all of you I know watched this, so... But for those who haven't, here's the rules. 4 to 5 screens dedicated to use a very special weapon, starting from the Mega Buster or whatever. And each one of them has their own background and foreground combinations of aesthetics, or graphics. That's all you need to know. And they usually tend to be rather easy, or on the easier side. Yeah, 11 could work. It does. Just make sure you can clip right through the train. Darkman could probably work better, but we need to look back to Mega Man 5 for that. That's distinctly Mega Man 5-ish. No, just for today, Lipatio. Next week, we're going to be back up to the normal 2 number of streams. Tomorrow I'll have 2 streams, so that's also partly why I had a bonus Mega Man Maker stream on Monday. Lockman and probably Fuse or Acid. And no need to use all Capsule. Nope, this is the 3rd stage in the stream, you didn't miss much. Yeah, I remember them. This is essentially the spiritual successor to background swap, to be honest. The end. I guess it was okay. At best. Board up is Wily Haunted Castle 4 Final Hard by Lipatio. With 40 plays and a score of 14, I'm preemptively downloading the stage as I know I won't be able to complete it in advance. Also, while the stage loads up, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Apparently this stage loaded up much faster than I expected, only taking under 30 seconds, well 10 seconds. This is the final stage in the series of the Haunted Castle levels. I wasn't even able to complete 2 and 3 by the way. They just got too difficult for me. Yeah, I noticed. I'll be covering it later on during the stream. I plan on streaming for about 3 hours, but we'll see. The previous level was hard due to the level precision required. Oh, is this the boss rematch stage? I guess it is. Time to play the game, find the weakness. Not this, of course. Yeah, at least it's not a plain old boss rematch. And we start with 9 E-tanks and 1 M-tank. I meant to enter that first. Yeah, this is his weakness. I get full refills of my life and weapon energy, so just spam special weapons, I guess. Not only that, it eats up all the gyries, so makes my life a whole lot easier too. Sorry, not 90 tanks, 8. Not painful yet. The enemies were never really the problem in these sorts of stages. Yeah, I recognized many of these bosses before. They were previously fought bosses in the series. But now we fight multiple of them at once. By the way, I can keep throwing the rolling cutter even when I'm held in place. Well, I was okay, that was strange. Sometimes I was able to fire the rolling cutter while I was stuck on them. Double cut. Oh, I'm off to a good start. Let me guess, it's shine. Yep. Just hold the button down and watch as they destroy themselves. And welcome to the stream, Croby. I tried experimenting with the Restream.io chat, but for some reason it's not working with YouTube. I have to determine what was the problem there. Three down, 5 left to go. I knew this was gonna happen once. Yeah, the Mega Man 5, it has a Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 charge shot. So whichever one that corresponds with. Not quite fast enough with opening the menu. But I know I can do it. One down, one left to go. And we're out of here. Round 2. Well, At least they have the same weakness. This is all possible to Buster only, but it's more risky. After all, these are harder versions. Yep, I noticed. Eventually I will finish up Tower Tale and start the other Let's Plays. There are so many keys I need to get, I need to start streaming other stuff. So the Mega Man 5 charge shot name. I thought I had more HP. Well, I know what to do now. The iron balls are making this a bit harder. Time to make my life a bit easier by destroying them. There we go. Still need to use this though. And another one. I say this is actually tougher than the Skullman encounter. There's so much more stuff going on and it's harder to dodge. Oh, that's why. Crystal Eye and the other keys. 3 left to go. Double Astro Man, I remember this. Oh. There were spikes there and I thought I was further to the right. Dandelion Night 2? And next month, probably. Well, I'm consuming heat tanks a lot faster than I hoped I would. Again, holding right. That's what I find annoying. The engine is not working with me. Even one of them is kind of tough on an E-tank. The Axe challenge, but not with the best controls. See, I can't even access the life energy easily because there's too many of these. Well, I'm guaranteed to take a hit here. Twice. Well, let's try this again. I don't understand how the Skullman encounter was harder than this and the preceding one. That seems backwards to me. I didn't want to go in there. I wanted to grab onto the ladder. Now I can destroy that hot dog, but I'll leave it alive. Two left to go. That's not really backwards, that's just to make it more difficult, and I'm fine with that. This surely looks like the weakness is supposed to be the Surf Snake. Yeah, of course. If it works properly. Because, of course. Randomly decides to work. See? I don't understand why it's now randomly working versus not. Well, I made it true at least. That felt awkward. Again, Surf Snake is worse than the Mega Man 3 version, to be honest. It needs some reprogramming. Here we go, hardest encounter yet. Now just imagine doing this... Buster only. This is the only one I'd really want it to be single still. Thank you for sitting in place. That's it. Let's do the under tank and hope I don't die. Of course, now... Can you see why I don't like the engine sometimes? Another level whose boss battle is destroyed by the engine's badness. I have the M tank, but I want to conserve it for the final boss. This is why this is easily the hardest one, harder than Skullman, everything. The Justice Man's better than this. At least there you don't need to worry about the engine killing you randomly. I think I'll just use a black hole bomb. So much more consistent to get attacks in, and the problem is he keeps trying to use the Astro Crush. See what I mean? It's over. Oh my goodness. Worst boss in the stage by far. It needs some reworking. It doesn't work with this engine. Well, it does, but you saw it happen several times. And I wasted 3 E-tanks. Worked better as a single boss. It was already tough enough. Well, you can remind him of the fight, not necessarily being as bad as the fight. At least you get all these E and M tank refills. That's really cordial of you, Lipatio. He is, and he's part of a fan game, so that's far from giving. Basically, if he's from a fan game, don't expect him to be added to Mega Man Maker. The regular World Masters are right front of the pack. Okay, took care of the most dangerous enemy. Let me guess. Oh. Of course, can't use that. Thunderclaw then? One down, one left to go. This is still much easier than 3 of the bosses in the previous run, to be honest. I think this is theoretically possible Buster only, but it requires a lot of finesse. First phase done. Hi Sound Haxers, welcome to the stream. Feel free to submit your stages. Yeah, as Buster said, don't expect any fan game bosses to be added. Oh, of course. Thank you, game. Again, holding left. Why did another E-tank wasted? Windman first it is. Easier said than done, though. I don't want to stay that close to the right because of the death beams. And I keep forgetting gyres deal that much damage. Not hardest boss, but getting there. Windman is in an unfortunate place where he's difficult to hit. Hey Rajold, glad you can make it. But this is still more doable than the previous 2 stages, to be honest. I doubt it'll be fully completed anyways, to be honest. Ooh, that was a close one. Why won't you home in properly? You were better in Mega Man 7. Okay, it's over. That was more frustrating than I thought it'd be, but it's done. Interesting fortress boss, and I kind of liked it, though it needs less stuff. Also, have a different weakness. And 2 of the bosses, or 3 of them in the rematches, need some tweaks. They really shouldn't be doubled. Especially the Aster Man encounter, because that was not fun at all. And for the fortress boss, no. For 5 to rematches, maybe. Alright, I'm adding your stages, Rojolt. Give me a moment. As a reminder to every one of you who's joining the stream, today I'll only have one stream, this one. There'll be no evening Mega Man Maker stream. So send in your levels as soon as possible. Fifth up is Incursion by CODIJOYN with 4 plays and a score of -1. Gotcha, Power Kid. When I say incursion, I guess I mean enemy incursion. You know me and Spikes. From my experience of playing Mega Man 2 ROM hacks, if I hugged the wall and jumped up there, I would have died. Because the spike hitboxes in those games, they actually extend right into the solid collision. I'm glad that fan games changed that to be better. And also the feature of classic Mega Man titles. Well, too high. Too low. Oh, thank you for saving me there. I would have not made it there. Hi cheeseburgers, welcome to the stream. Of course there's only one way, so... Well, and this takes me all the way back here. Still, the tank is worth it, I think. Are you a new subscriber or a new viewer, Cheese? Well, it had a similar backstory in a way. I mean, it was a fighting tournament. Thanks, Cheese. Feel free to submit any levels you like or made by someone else. I'm not falling for that trap again. Oh. That was a close one there. Did you see what happened? I paused the game just on the same frame as I died. That's why my health bar went a bit crazy. Thank you, Buster. That's a task-only strat, by the way, most of the time at least. Somehow I pulled it off. This is the first time I've ever done it on this LP. Unless I overlooked it or forgot. That's a frame-perfect trick, and there's 60 frames per second usually. Yeah, Acid Man, I think. It's awesome, Rojold. If someone's watching this on Twitch, please clip it. Currently the best moment of this stream, for sure. We discussed this with Heavy Lead during the last stream. Welp, should have jumped to the left. Basically, from what we heard or discussed in the previous stream, it's Acid Man most likely. Or if they're trying to juke us, it's Fuse Man. I'm really hoping for Wily bosses as well. I thought 1.6 wouldn't have any WoW features. Then again, it's taking so long, so they'll probably change their mind. I think Halloween by this point, or the anniversary of Mega Man 11, as someone pointed out. Welcome to stream, Zen. Every version following 1.1 has a WoW feature. Last time it was multiple boss support being re-added. Well, re-added properly this time. Poor Skull Man. He got killed. On that note, if I don't have time for a Hard at 3 next week, I mean tomorrow, I'll instead do Skullman kills. Late anniversary. You wouldn't be surprised how many people get anniversaries late. I expected the stage to be worse based off a negative score, but it was okay, I guess. Next up is Slayer Woman by Jinox74 with 62 plays and a score of 15. Let me double check something. Nope. Bitter chat's still not working. Well, there was Ringman in the castle. Hi Fabian. Yeah, I'll add it. It's on the most popular queue anyway, so congratulations. Well, they need a close enough stand in anyways. Give the ID, or if you can't remember it, just give the name. I know of two of them that have him as a playable character. First off was Dane Alignment 1, where he was the direct protagonist, and then there was Rock Force, where he was a member of the Rock Force. But he's more of a secondary character there. I already played Mega Man Sunrise Croby. Look through the playlists of my channel. I'll have to make my Let's Play list, my Let's Try log, as well as all the game suggestions public eventually to avoid repeats. I know that because some people have been suggesting fan games I've already played. On the note of Revenge of the Fallen, I'm split between whether I should do a live Let's Play or a pre-recorded Let's Play, because if I do a live Let's Play, you're gonna see a lot of deaths. Whereas with a pre-recorded one, I can practice and edit out most of the deaths. Plus, I already recorded some footage of the game, so... Yeah, Base Abyss also had playable characters, had two playable firemen, you're right. There's probably one more which I'm overlooking. Yep, Bionicle. I know that. Easy exploit. Should have made this one way. Hi, Philip. Oh. Okay. Pre-recorded it is. At the rate it's going, it's probably going to be a 6 or 7 episode Let's Play. But I need to find a time to actually do it because it requires actually mapping out the stages because they're double the length and there are all those upgrades I need to get. And if I do Let's Play it, I'm going to do the non-abridged version, as, to be honest, I like the non-abridged version more than the abridged version. The abridged version removed too many things that made Revenge of the Fallen special. Not too bad. See Lipatio's level for an example of... Because for that room, the enemies are subdivided into two sections. The ones in the top can't hit you from the bottom. Remember, not all forms of enemy spam are created equal. The most annoying types for me are the unavoidable ones. If you're running away from a spam of enemies, I'm okay. It's only if they're unavoidable and really hard to defeat. Like if it's a spam of tellies or Pukapellis, they're not too bad. But if it's a spam of Sniper Joes or Gachapons or those kinds of enemies, I have problems with those. No, I haven't, Philip. Neither the first. I don't have the 3DS or Switch. Or Wii U, for that matter. I stopped purchasing consoles ever since the Dreamcast, and been an exclusively PC gamer, with emulation, of course, of the other consoles. Being a good artist is being part of a good creator, I guess. But remember, you can be a great level designer, you can be a great Mega Man level designer, but a terrible sprite artist. And vice versa. That's why fan game teams usually consist of multiple members. You weren't here for Lipatio's level, that was much more a better example of enemy spam. Just like Top Man. It really wrecks his pattern, though. Yeah, that's specialization buster. That's why fangame teams and teams of developer. That's why we have teams of developers to patch up each other's weaknesses. He deals more damage compared to his classic game, that's why. Seventh up is Ninja Master's Adventurer by Artium234 with 29 plays and a score of 5, aka Heatman version 2. Same, Philip. I can code, but I can't really draw. You should see all my sprite art, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I did, Croby. It's the level after this one. Guess we're gonna turn back over here. The song makes me think this is gonna be a space level, though. Doomslayer's next. Yeah, I rarely see this team anymore, Lipatio. Even for space levels. Bye, Tama. Well, there are two different Doom guys. There's the Doom Marine from Doom 1, 2, and 3, well, mainly Doom 1 and 2, and 64, and then there's the Doom Slayer from Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. They're basically three different characters. Run. Exactly, Philip. Unless you need your puzzle weapon to be limited. But in that case, be careful to prevent the player from being soft-locked. Or when I say soft-locked, I mean forced to start the stage from the very beginning. I'm okay with being forced to restart for a checkpoint there. Hi Heavy, glad you can make it. I covered the level you submitted last week as the first level of this stream. Of course, this is a weakness. Grats. How many people participated, Heavy Elite? For Halloween, I'll be running a bonus stream. One for Mega Man Maker, and one for Demon's Crest on the Game Boy, and or Super Ghosts and Ghouls for SNES, Ghosts and Goblins. Though it'll be in an enhancement hacked version to make it a bit easier and reduce the lag. Have any of you played Blue Boy before? The Mega Man 8-bit fan game? How long is that game? Now we're taken back to the beginning. Well, I knew that was gonna eventually happen. It's a 8-bit Mega Man fan game, but it doesn't look to be that good. It's something a bit special. Long story short, the engine of the game is rather shoddy, and the physics are very off. You'll see what I mean tomorrow. Hopefully after I fix the chat. That's because you end up sending the level. Your level ends up being the one I would have covered if I didn't end the stream earlier. Oops, I took the wrong route. I should have paid attention to the sign. Yeah, I noticed the patio. Out of all the level creators throughout the history of this LP series, you submitted the most number of level IDs. You beat out Magmax, or Serious Malcolm as he's known right now. And they had a lot of levels to submit. What makes Mega Man... Oh, Mega Man itself? The main thing that makes Mega Man fun for me is the creativity, the levels, and the weaponry. Mainly the weaponry. There are a lot of other games during the time, both SNES and NES, where the platforming and multiple gameplay, at least the shooting, is better and more complicated, because Mega Man's platforming is actually rather on the simpler side. Especially when you started with Mega Man 2. You can only jump, shoot, and eventually slide. That's still very simplistic. And you can't fire up or down with your Mega Buster, only straight ahead. Mega Man 4 added more complexity with the charge shot, which was greatly appreciated, but still was on the more simplistic side. But what made it having staying power is all the special weapons, and the non-linearity in terms of stage order, because until you get to the Fortress levels, you can go through all the stages, all the ARM stages in any order. Well, outside of 7 and 8, but that's a different story. And the Rockman World titles, but that's also a different story. Yeah, open-ended nature of the game, well, non-linearity, and all the special weapons you can get from the bosses. And how none of the special weapons, until you get to the Fortress stages, following Mega Man 4, require to use special weapons, which makes it even more open-ended. You're also rewarded for having certain weapons in certain orders thanks to boss weaknesses, which incentivize you to experiment. And that's it. That's why I have separate folder backups to prevent stuff like this from happening. It was neat, better than the previous stage. Still okay at best. Eight up is Technology and Ancient by Croby ZX with 21 plays and a score of 5. On the note of Mega Man ZX Prologue, the reason why I'm holding off from it is because it's quite a larger fan game, plus it has a story element to it. A story element that's actually important and not an excuse plot. I feel I should replay through Mega Man ZX first before I play that game, so I understand all the references to the future. Plus, I will have to play through it twice, both on normal mode and hard mode, because there's 2 playable characters and multiple endings. Save it for the entire level pack. For level series like that, it's better to cover it all in one go. Besides, you already submitted another level ID to me, Heavy Elite. Ah, darn, I see. If you do find a level ID, please submit it as soon as possible. Feel free to go to, for example, the featured list of other Discord servers, or streamers like Dr. Lumen, streamers and Let's Players. Not too bad yet, Philip. Well, I can see your message, Burner Boy. Remember, this is not Twitch, we don't have whispers. If you wanted to send me a PM, you probably want to do it on Twitch instead. A reminder to all of you, I'm streaming to Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube all at the same time. Thanks to Restream.io. Feel free to subscribe to me over there too. Links are in the description below. That's why I stream to 3 services simultaneously. I'm a bit worried about YouTube Live's future, that's why I'm streaming to Twitch, which has the biggest live streaming audience, and Mixer, which is up and coming. Plus it has some neat features which both Twitch and YouTube lack. Well, I do like the transition effects. Going from different versions of the temple, well, from the ruins to this futuristic facility. I'll call it a facility, it could be a temple as well. That's the idea, to use the crash of wires to show it's actually hanging to something, and so it's not suspended in midair. Good aesthetic design. I know, Philip. That's why I'm restreaming to multiple services at once. I'm just worried about YouTube Live's future, that's all. And eventually when I get chatting working, then we'll be able to chat between all the people of the different services. Not to mention, some games have bigger audiences on different services. Oh, that's fun. Well, the games have called him Willy sometimes, so Wily seems like another funny mistranslation or typo. Nah, that was much more difficult. This one, we actually have their weaknesses, and Day in the Line at 1 we didn't. But I get what you're saying. Decent. Ninth up is Dr. Ride 2 Sediment Man by Roger 2, with 12 plays and a score of 2. It doesn't seem like a Fortress level. Otherwise we start out with all these special weapons. I think it's gonna be more like a traditional level. But as I'm not playing these in order, I'll pick up everything. Check out my level history, Gary Man. Visit the link and use Ctrl F and enter in the level ID of that stage. If it's on there, I did it before. Yeah, they did. So it's more like a traditional level. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I'll take all these just to be safe. Hi Eduardo, glad you could make it. I only have one stream today, so if you have a level, please submit it now. Or as soon as possible. Traditional, so like a Roadmaster level. And because you can do the arm stages in any order, that's why I have the selection. Could you cross-reference it with that document I linked? You know, search it out. Yep, I do, YouTube. I made that so people wouldn't resubmit the same level IDs if they forgot about them. Bye, Fabian. Your level would have been covered as the 14th stage, so in about 30-40 minutes. Thank you, I'll double check after I complete this stage. One moment. They're called Karakiris. Already played, so I won't add it. Thanks for checking, Jerry. Or Gary. Thought I could get past faster. This is the Fire and Rock level. Wow, I thought I made the jump, but I guess I was out. You mean dead cells, not dead cells. How did you like it, and how far did you make it? That's a game by Motion Twin. I would have covered it on this... I was thinking of covering this on the channel, but it had too much exposure anyway, so... I'd rather focus on games with less exposure. Or Mega Man related. Welcome to stream, Dr. Lumen, Queen Monica, and everyone else. Glad you can make it. Only one stream today if you saw the announcement. First time I heard of that. Yeah, Dead Cells. I'm correcting him because there were some rip-offs of that game with some similar names. If I recall correctly, one of them is called Dead Cells. Yes, you can do it damageless, but it's more difficult. Plus, it's longer than the traditional Mega Man level. This is about 30 to 40 screens long, around 30. Good checkpoint placement and good introduction and escalation of gimmicks, I guess, were decent. The conveyor belt and magma beam generator combinations. This is probably the climax of the stage, aka where everything comes together and it's the hardest part. Currently one of my favorite levels of this episode. Yep, there's the end. Good job. Bye, Croby. It would, but it'll allow me to defeat several of the challenges. Probably my favorite or honorable mention. Once again, I'll be right back in a moment. Back. 10th up is One-Eyed Temple Cyclops Man stage by Hansov with 13 plays and a score of 5. This stage was submitted by Buster. Oh, enchanted portals. I was hoping this wouldn't be brought up here. I know the devs of that game during their Kickstarter pitch, they mentioned they were heavily inspired by Cuphead, but looking at all the similarities, not just the art style, that I'm okay with the art style. It's just that everything else, there's too many similarities there, to be honest. But there is original content, see all the bosses, most of the bosses. They need to differentiate those more. See, for example, how the game pauses when you use one of your special attacks, or parry. Or the projectiles, they just look too similar. They look or function similar. True. The other issue is that it's a Kickstarter pitch. Now, if the game was freeware, then I'd be a lot more okay with it, because I'm a lot okay with freeware rips of games, because they're not intending to make money. In that case, I would be fine, but right now, not so much. Wait, it was released? Hang on, was it released yesterday? I thought actually it was gonna be released tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I screwed up the dates. Alright everyone, change of plans for tomorrow. A huge change of plans. I'm gonna first complete Mega Man vs. YouTube, then I'll move over to Let's Play Mega Man Recharged, as that's a new release fan game, and it's one of my more highly expected ones. So that'll take priority over Blue Boy. You know the usual, 11 AM or 11:10 AM PDT, first Mega Man vs. YouTube, then that game. If I didn't live stream, I'd be covering it using post-commentary, or pre-recorded stuff. And frankly, Mega Man Recharge is going to be so much better than Blue Boy. I'll probably say... In fact, let's change up things more for Sunday. If I have enough time after Mega Man Recharged, I'll cover Skullman Kills. Let's save the bad fan games for next week. Let's cover only the okay to good ones this week, for a change. I played enough bad ROM hacks last week that I want to change a pace. I wouldn't say Mega Man vs. YouTube is bad, it's okay. Fungus Man? There wasn't any Fungus Man level in Magmal 2. Now, there was a Mushroom level in Magmal 2, in Tier 9, I think. Yeah, exactly, Burner. Versus YouTube gets priority because I played it last week, but Recharged, it'll get it there. Not really the garbage pile, it ended up happening that way because I already covered most of the really good Mega Man fan games in the past as pre-recorded videos. That's why I ended up with that. Tomorrow will be different. You can also suggest some better fan games or ROM hacks to play, which I haven't already covered yet. 11th up is Arms Factory 1 by Heavy Elite, with 11 plays and a score of 3. And eventually I will be doing streams of other indie games like Anodyne 2. When a fan game gets released, please give me 1 week's notice or ping me or alarm me on my Discord server or in the comment section or email me. Adenteuer 2. It's essentially a Zelda-like game. Yep, Pirate Kid. It'll be covered right after this stage, in fact. Have you heard of the game, Philip? Adenteuer 2? You don't need to play the predecessor to understand that game. And it's an interesting hybrid of Zelda games. In fact, I got a free key for the game, so I really should do a review of it, but it's being pushed back by a lot of other things. Whoa. Truffle Man, that's exactly what I was talking about. Well, it's gonna be a blind Let's Play anyway, so... probably a blind live Let's Play. And from what I know of the first game, the world has a lot of mysteries. Truffle Man. The stage whose mini-boss was better than the actual boss fight. For a Fortress stage, this is pretty nice. The rolling drill section looked a bit hectic, but it is entirely manageable. Only it was faster. Well. Nope, it's on my to-play-list. I haven't played Rockbot yet, but it's on my to-play-list. I'm gonna have to double check. I'm getting conflicting messages on whether Recharge is out or now or not. Perhaps the Illumin, but the problem with that is that I'm not good at the Kaizo levels, and those tend to be on the more difficult side. What's the release date supposed to be? Could someone double check that? Did it get delayed? Fairly well. And welcome to stream, Dodgy. I wanted to try to restream that IO chat, but for some reason it didn't work. How do I get out of here? There's no ladder out of here. I think at least. Oh, okay, off-door boss doors. Off-screen boss doors, I mean. That explains a lot. I knew I had to go fast there, but I wasn't sure where to actually go. Because usually in Mega Man games, you can't transition off-screen upwards like that. Now, if this was a fan game, I'd tried it earlier, but this is Mega Man Maker, so I don't usually expect that. It's a matter of expectations, that's all. If I ever play Rockbot, it'll be one of the latest versions. The ones with the updated music. Don't know, Dodgy. At this rate, probably by Halloween. If not, Thanksgiving. We exited the arms factory and now we're in the arms convoy. Perfect. This is working so well. Could be worse, it could be a troll level hiding stuff off screen. Grenade Man, please jump out. Grenade Man. Of course, he decides to jump out after I die. Thanks. Yeah, that's better, Pixel. I can't aim downwards, by the way, so... Of course, he's stuck again. Stage done. Outside that unfortunate first encounter, this was fun. Yeah, epic troll. Twelfth up is Power Plant by Pirate Kid the Wolf, with 11 plays and a score of 0. Game. You're supposed to be stopping the music and loading the level. Because I can see the level clearly on Mecha's website. Alright, be right back in a moment. Take 2. 12th up is Power Plant by Pirate Kid the Wolf, with 11 plays and a score of 0. Same problem happening as before, so... I think the level is cursed or something. Take tree. Give me a moment. I'm gonna try downloading the level. This should not be happening. It should pop up an error message, not just get deadlocked and wait infinitely. Can I at least try playing the level itself? I mean, download and play it, or is it gonna get stuck there too? Take tree. If this fails, I'm just moving on to the next stage. You'd think the game would be able to handle that. Well, it doesn't show up, so I guess I'll have to skip over it. Sorry, Pyra. Please resubmit the stage without the stars. I would think the game would have implemented string sanitization. I already covered this level during a previous stream. It was great though. Do you have seen any other levels? Let's take a look at this stage instead. Hyperspace Nebula 10 Acid Challenge by Chicken Fingers with 27 plays and a score of 8. More like round 4. 3 points to Mega Man Maker. Finally, I got 1 point. I'll double check that link. Did they accidentally release their Let's Play earlier? I mean, did it get an earlier build of the game? I'll have to check this out for myself. I'm getting so many conflicting messages on this. Even Shinru. So either the game is already released, or they got a pre-release build and somehow the link got leaked or something. Are those videos publicly available? The videos individually, not the playlist? Or are the videos unlisted but the playlist is somehow public? Or somehow you got the link? Yeah, they're on YouTube, but are they public or unlisted? Yep, Philip, this challenge is where you complete a stage. Yep, Philip, this is a challenge where you design a stage using only 10 assets. They're public? Okay then. I guess Buster was wrong then, the game's released. Uh-oh. I'm dead. That's what I was worried would happen. Because it resets my invulnerability frames. Also, welcome to stream, Robert. Well, not really soft-locked because you die over there. Soft-lock would be more like you're just trapped and you can't do anything to escape. For that shown weakness? I guess someone forgot to update his price.inc page. Thank you. Is the download link public as well? Well, it's more locked into debt. Soft lock to me is more like you're trapped in a room and you can't... You're stuck there and you can't kill yourself to get out. You're forced to use a reset. There are essentially three forms of locks to me. Soft locks where you're forced to restart from the last checkpoint, soft locks where you're forced to restart the entire stage from the beginning, and hard locks where the entire game crashes or locks up. Yep, I have. A high-bit pixel game. Been in development for over 10 years. Yep, Nintendo Switch, but the game has been in development for 10 years, switching platforms a few times. Good luck, Dr. Lumen. If I recall correctly, it was supposed to be originally released on the Amiga, or a later PC console, or a later PC. The main thing I remember about it is its beautiful graphics. This is an example of a soft lock, by the way, as nothing can break me out of it unless I use a quick reset. Something tells me they forgot to test that. Please don't flood the chat, Burner. It is kind of like a bullet hell I noticed through some of the playthroughs, but it isn't too bad. What part of the game was that area in? Early game, mid game, late game, or was it optional? Put it all in one line and just separate the words and put it all caps. That works too for me. Probably want to put a checkpoint here because of the risk of getting soft locked. Because I see what they're trying to do here. See, that's what they wanted to do. I essentially broke it somehow. Okay level, but needs to rectify that one soft lock problem. We'll have to see about that, Jedok. Crossing the bar of rock pores is going to be a difficult task. Thirteenth up is Area 51 Invasion by Fabian, with 65 plays and a score of 20. We start in the Nevada desert. Alright. That was easy to enter. Only a few meters away. 2 dozen. Unless this is a decoy facility. Background foreground combination is kind of ugly, to be honest. Queen Monica? If you're still there, can you PM me the link? Or... because there seems to be conflicting messages here. Once this stream is done, I'll double check what's going on. Up to Monica. Either there's a big mix-up somewhere in terms of information, or someone screwed up. This stage just existed, didn't really do much with his assets or gimmicks. It got this high because of his name recognition. True. 14th up is Space Colony No Soft Locks by Zen, with 12 plays and a score of 4. So an upgraded version of the earlier stage Space Colony, but resolving all those issues with soft locks that I rudely discovered. We'll see about that. Mega Man, the engine finds ways to add more soft locks that you don't expect. Well, you temporarily get muted, or some of your what would have happened is that some of your messages would be deleted. And if you did it again, you'd be muted for a while. Probably not, Philip. There's a lot of other games I need to play. Also, welcome to stream, Daddy Krabs. Really glad you can make it. Thanks for subbing. Getting ever closer to the 1000 sub goal. I'm more worried about the second elevator. That's where some problems cropped up. For the 1000... Once I obtain 1000 subs, I'll either run an extra stream or put a special video out. A congratulations video. Don't push your luck, burner. I'd also like to apologize if you feel I've been too harsh on the Mega Man 2 ROM hacks I've been recently playing. To be quite honest, I agree. Especially what happened with Mega Man Ultra. I lost my temper there at the end. Oh goody, this did not break this time. Already an improvement. Yeah, I overreacted basically. While this battle goes on, the illusion is painting blocks up there. Oh yeah. See Brickman's common response in the first part of the LP. Well, it was still in development, so I don't really feel it as fair to compare, but I can see what you mean. Its OST got released earlier, so... If you're wondering what prompted me to reconsider my responses to the earlier NES ROM hacks, specifically the Mega Man 2 ones, see Brickman's comment response in Mega Man Ultra Part 1. It was made in the early 2006, and I credit it for introducing people to ROM hacking and having some neat graphics, replacement settings, and music, but... Let me put it this way. For its time, there were other better, more difficult ROM hacks, like Rockman Exhaust, or Rock in Exile. No constancy I liked, well, outside of one certain battle. The Wily alien, after some reconsideration, is fine. I liked it more than the one in, for example, Ultra. Hey Jaden, glad you can make it. That's helpful here, Jerry Man. Is it bigger than Mega Man 5's size, though? And yeah, Rockman 4 Minus Infinity is my favorite Mega Man ROM hack. I plan on eventually covering it 100%, or as close to 100% as possible. Hi, Daibuman. Also known for having the only good Rockman X-Over fan games. Or content in general, to be fair. I'm going the wrong way, should be taking the lower route. You neglected the earlier part of the statement. Let me copy and paste the one. Most ROM hacks of that time frame. Make sure to include of that time frame. That's an important part of his statement. Congrats, Daibuman. Feel free to marathon all those games. Oh. Well, I do want that, so... Here we go again. I thought there would be nothing over there, but I want to spend all these keys. Whoa. You can try splitting the comment into 2 different comments, Buster. I'm okay with that. Well, the problem with this level is that it could easily get soft-locked. But now it's been fixed. Now I've never soft-locked. All the deaths are my fault. You have to be careful not to put 2 of them at once. It's called Space Station. Perhaps that's Doorman's stage name. Of course, if I was more patient, this wouldn't happen. Wait, let me see. I think when Brickman talked about that era, part of the era was also unfair difficulty curves, but to be honest, there were other ROM hacks at the time which had much more fair difficulty curves. For example, they mentioned Rockman Exile. That did a better job. Or Rockman No Constancy. That did a better job too. I thought Shadow Man was supposed to be more of a budget combination of Metal Man and Quick Man. It's easy to take the lower route for sure. Hi Caleb, I'll add it. As well as Jerry Man, but... I'll cover Caleb's level first because you already have a level in the queue, Jerry Man. I need to rearrange it a bit. No, both of them have patterns. The problem with Quickman's pattern is he kept clipping into the wall in the original game. Yeah, exactly, Buster. That was just development problems. Yep, always 3 times, then slides and throw stars. Good die, Boomin. I suggest Hollow Knight, Doom, and Enter the Gungeon. Does your copy of Enter the Gungeon actually contain all the DLC, or just the base game? Oh, just the base game, got it. "15th up is The Valleys of Fire Easy Normal by Lipatio, with 35 plays and a score of 10. More programming errors, more signs of Mega Man 3 needed more time in development. Wait, you couldn't even get it for free? I just got it by using the browser. What genres are they interested in, Jaden? True, that's all that matters, you getting to the game. And there aren't that many differences between the PC and console versions anyways. Geyser. Not sure. Yeah, I asked what genres are they interested in. As in game genres, like, are they interested in adventure titles, platformers, RPGs? You get the idea. It is called The Valleys of Fire. It certainly lives up to its title. Mr. on smiley face. Alright, too easy. Have they played Hollow Knight or Enter the Gungeon before? Or Rogue Legacy? Guess I'm going down then. I suggest Rogue Legacy, Enter the Gungeon, and Hollow Knight. Also Axiom Verge. Oh, what happened? Oh. I forgot you could do this. Thank you for the refills in case you run out. You know, I like this challenge. Nice and simple. That was close. Or another fire team. Well, I guess I understand why they use this, because Oil Man. And it is a bit of a slower paced level for part of it. I can only avoid half the challenge, not all of it. See, this one is better designed because I can't avoid all the challenges. And I know this is supposed to be an easier stage, that's why all the gaps are wider. Because I played tougher stages by Lipatio, which have tighter gaps. Flame Man. Still easy if I use the Mega Buster. Remember, you can also send me NSF file replacements if you don't like any of the choices, or already used them before. Oh, I recognize this. 16th up is Rockman and Forte 2 Challenger from the Future Gonome Man Stage by Tubu Biuri with 22 plays and a score of 2. I completely butchered the name, sorry. I think I also screwed up the name of the stage, to be honest, it's from a different game. What was Gonome Man about? I don't recognize the name at all, but I think it comes from a Mega Man game. So, Stove Man. But what's Gonome in the first place supposed to stand for? Is it a name of a type or brand of stove in Japan? Rockman in 42, or Mega Man in Base. CODIJOYN. Thank you. It was fully released. All I know about it is seeing the boss rush or the boss gameplay by Ace Spark. Bye Robert, glad you could make it. See you tomorrow for the fan games. There is also another Mega Man game on the Wonder Swan, Mega Man Battle Network WS. Wow, that was stupid of me. Challenger from the future or Battle Network WS? That looks suspicious. Dev exit. Let's try the stage again because that's the cheese strat. I think they forgot to remove that. Oh, Forte. Welcome to stream, Palin Man. I'm only running one stream today, so submit any of your levels you want me to cover. There's only 40 minutes left in the stream, 40 or 50 minutes. What's this level ID, Power Kid? If you ever decide to play Forte 2, which I eventually will do on the channel, make sure to play it as Mega Man. He has a much easier time. Don't know, Philip. Remember one day we had essentially so many water levels? Now we have a lot of fire levels, so I guess today's Fire Day. Essentially the reverse experience of the first game. They overcorrected. I say they, assuming they're the same team. Also, the bosses don't have weakness tables, from what I've heard. Please correct me if I'm making a mistake on that. I don't know, I think the water stream is better, in terms of average level quality. Right now there's only 2 selections for favorite or honorable mention. Well, 3. I forgot to include the space station. Thank you, Parkit. I'll react. It wasn't designed just for base, Daibuman. I disagree with that. It's just that the way the levels are designed, they are easier for base. Thank you, Power Kid, and our audio stage Gustas. Also, welcome to the stream. Getting quite a few new faces today. I wish I got Mixer support working, or Restream support. Sorry about that. It kinda ticks me off as well when someone says that the game was only designed for base. Alright, let's see if it works this time. In general though, it is more difficult than most of the other classic games in terms of platforming. Although that also partly has to do with the smaller viewing size, assuming you're playing on SNES. On the Game Boy it's worse. And also because, for some strange reason, you don't have E-tanks in that game. "17 Up is Storm Man, Mega Man Supercharged" by Caleb with 1 play and a score of 0. Yeah, I was being kind of generous, to be honest. It was okay. Oh yeah, normally you can't get all the CDs with one character. You must go to the game twice. Once as Mega Man and once as Bass. However, thanks to some glitches, you can collect all the CDs with Rockman or Mega Man. You can't do the same with Bass because some of the CDs you're forced to use Rush Search. They fixed that in Rockman X Famicom Edition. It's worse than Mega Man Bass because Mega Man Bass is notably harder than Mega Man 8. That's why it's more of a problem there. But I agree, Daibuman. Mega Man 8 neglected to add them for whatever reason. If you ever want to play the first game of Mega Man and Bass, play it on the SNES. Don't play it on the Game Boy because screen crunch is worst. My main issue with, well, I'm gonna say with the SNES one is that because of the bigger sprites, they take up more of the screen, so it's hard to react to things coming up. Now, if there were Mega Man X size, I'd be much more okay with that. I'm still surprised they're able to put PS1 quality sprites on the SNES without losing that much quality. I know, that's because of the sound chip. To be honest, I like the SNES's sound font or sound chip more than the GBA's. Yeah, remember Gustas. I added your level to the queue. Wait, it doesn't have a sound chip? That explains a lot. I always thought it had a sound chip of sorts. Thank you for correcting my misconception. Protocol section coming up? Oh, thank you. I expected 2 more of them to be there. I'm okay with that, Daibuman. You showed you can pull it off, as you pointed out. They also needed... They also needed Command Edition. Or Command Mission, not Command Edition. I always forget what the name of that game is called. I tend to just call it Mega Man X RPG Official Edition. A command mission. They needed a command mission, then the extreme titles. I know it's a spin-off, but it still deserves to be in the collection. If I ever do cover it on the channel, it'll probably be on the emulator, with some speed-ups. I'll be right back in a moment. Dop is power plant by Power Kid the Wolf, with 2 plays and a score of 1. 3rd time's the charm, I guess. And yeah, Philip, that was one of the inspirations for Mega Man in the first place. A giant game of rock, paper, scissors. Agreed, Jaden. Maverick Hunter X for Legacy 1, Command Mission for Legacy 2. And for the Classic Collection, I would have liked Powered Up as well. Hang on, they one-shot you? You mean their projectiles literally one-shot you? Or did they crush you against the ceiling or spawn spikes? All the Roadmasters throughout the series, or something else? Powered up squared? That jump is a bit tricky. If we get both of the extremes, it'll probably be in the first collection because they only go up to Mega Man X3. I still believe they're testing the wires for what will stick in Mega Man X9 with Rockman X Dive. Or how about at least most? Remember, adjust your expectations. Seriously, one-shotting? That's... I don't agree with that change. It makes more sense when they deal just a lot of damage to you, like a big eye. It's better to just rush this screen, to be honest. Oh, by the way, this is the updated version of Power Kids level. I played an unfinished build several streams ago. Unless you're speedrunning, where in that case the power gear is very useful. Frankly, of all the elements they could have added in Mega Man 11, I think the double gear was a fine system. Well, there's an easy way to fix Boo Beam, just have regeneration of weapon energy in the boss battle itself. Because I get the idea behind Boo Beam. If we could keep that base idea but execute it better, then I'd be fine with it. Really, the idea behind Boo Beam is that it's a combination of a puzzle and... it's mainly a puzzle boss, at least the original, because you need to destroy those weapon blocks in order and make sure you don't run out of weapon energy. That too, Daibuman. Have the crash bombs or whatever replacement be its primary weakness that one-shots it, but make it so it takes damage from, for example, the Buster, but make it so that it takes 8 Buster shots to destroy each one of them. That way incentivizes you to actually use the Crash Bomb. For instance, how Rockman 2 No Constancy did it. I like the booming encounter so much more. Oh no. Thank you, Power Kid. So far, this is one of the better levels of this stream. Ironically, it's actually quite doable to stay over here, one of the safer locations, than having to go up and down these platforms. A lot of players are going to do something evil with that. I already imagine all the kinds of levels. Remember, we're also getting the wheel cutter too. Yep, you're next up, Gustas. 19th up is Flame Man by Gustas 3D4 with 38 plays and a score of 13. Thank you. Battle for the oldest trick in the book. Amazing. Depends on how evil. And not all evils are created equal. Sometimes evil is in the eye of the beholder. You can always add it in as an NSF file. This mini rostrum needs some reworking, as there's an easy save spot back over there. We'll call it Mega Man Redux. Now we're suddenly in Flame Man's background. Yeah, reverse difficulty curve because this is easier, and it's not like a brief respite. Unless it's here to teach us to... let me rephrase it. Unless it's here to teach us of a new gimmick, but I don't really see it. Now, if there's a vertical firewall chasing us here, that'd work. That'd keep the difficulty going. I'm probably gonna end up missing it. Yeah, let's try searching for it again. As I said before, I'm okay with forced weapon usage in fortresses, and of course, if the stage requires you to use... And of course, if the stage is special weapon focused in the first place. I'm okay if alternate pathways, which are optional, require the use of special weapons. And I'm also okay if optional pathways are harder, as long as they're shorter or have some good rewards. Exactly, Daibuman. Once I beat the stage, I'm probably just gonna end up moving to the next level. I'm kind of running out of time. Which bottom pit? I'll check one more time, then I'll end it off, or just move on to the end. Oh, first, okay. Should have had more enemies like Chankies here. Where are all the enemies? There really should be more enemies blocking the way, or some gimmicks. For a secret, this is... lackluster, to be honest. So that's just an alternate way to end the stage. Really feels more like a dev exit, to be honest. If it's going to be a shortcut, it should be more difficult. Right now that's a cakewalk compared to the normal route. Nothing, just a bunch of levels. Sure, I'll do it next week. Which game in particular are you referring to? I know that one exists, but I'm having a brain fart moment and I can't recall which game in specifically. At least give me the sub-franchise. Which Zero game? Well, unless you say all of them. I would disagree with Zero having no difficulty curve. It did have one. Although, they got better at it once they got to 3 or 4. It is, but that's not made by Capcom, but I get what you mean. To be honest, this stage was kind of lackluster. The second part of this... See, I liked parts of the stages like the room filled with all those magma generators, as well as the tower climbing section, but they feel they should be part of different stages. Yeah, it is part of the cube, Pyra. I'll be playing it after Jerry Man's level. '28 up is Crystal Man and Your Joker Top Man by Mario Neteb BR Dorado with 11 plays and a score of 0. This was made by Jerry Man. I will eventually play 0. There are a lot of eventuallys here. I really need to make a list. Oh yeah, the sword weapon in Mighty Number 9 was straight up broken. Why do you get so much ammo for that? Of course, that's far from being one of the worst design decisions in that game. I'm happy though the Indie Creates has gotten much better in their level design. Frankly, I feel that, from what I've seen so far, when I say seen so far, I mean seen full playthroughs. The Azure Striker Gunvolt series has better level design than the Zero series. All I know about that is that the sword weapon is pretty... It really should have required more energy. But that's my personal opinion. Bye, Burner. Ironically, that could have had some uses with better level design. A Hockey Man remake? Oh, yeah, her stage. In the case of the game not properly introducing the different types of sliding, or dashing, and slightly precise sliding required. If you're ever gonna play a Mighty Number game, just play Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Is this a 2D remake or a 3D remake? Like the one that King was developing? See you next stream, Gustas. I have, did a full let's play of it. A full deathless one. Although I did have to help with some shop items. 21st level is Underground Weapons Factory by Power Kid the Wolf, with 8 plays and a score of 0. Is it unavoidable for all characters, or for some characters, Buster? Mega Man Unlimited was actually one of the earliest Mega Man Let's Plays I had on my channel. That's quite the opposite experience many people compared to what many other people had. The biggest complaint I see about that game is it doesn't give you enough points, at least initially, in order to create those cool special weapons. And it doesn't really incentivize, it doesn't really play off of that gimmick enough. Mighty Gunvolt Burst, Daibuman. It did feel like Mega Man, but it really should have gave you more points initially so you could create your special weapons instead of having to wait till late game. It's on Steam now, so try it out. I know, but you should start with at least more stuff, not that low. Again, the biggest complaints I see is not enough points for weapons, and some of the weapons they get too close to each other in terms of similarities, and there's not enough incentivization to make more varied weapons. All I know is that people liked it more than its predecessor, Mighty Gunvolt, but it needs more work in terms of that. that point is pretty high from what I've seen in speedruns. Wow, that actually cancelled his super attack. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's the other problem, Buster. Or for everyone watching. You can only pick one reward, and you can't pick up the extra CP bonuses unless you play through the game again. Play through the stage again. I don't know, different people have different definitions. That's why I find it to be somewhat subjective. Indie crate selections so far are the Gunvolt series and Blaster Master 0, 1 and 2. Well, there are no more levels left on the queue, so... yeah, you can pick it up, but then you lose the weapon, so... they should have made it so you could get all of them at once. Yeah, it's customizer part, but to be fair, it's pretty much the weapon. Well, I guess you'll have to agree to disagree on this. If no one else has any levels to submit, I'll just cover 1 or 2 levels on the most popular queue, and then I'll end off the stream. "22nd up is Save the Bees by Xylian's Master, with 90 plays and a score of 27. Okay, I'll cover that level after this one, then I'll end off the stream. For the stage called Save the Bees, I was expecting a puzzle level. Then again, this is on the most popular queue, so... should have been more enemies there, or shrink the size of the room. Or something. True that. Again, empty rooms that really should have more enemies. It makes the stage feel kind of unfinished. Oh yeah, DLC, that's one of the games where DLC is worth it. Didn't I already do your level, Pixel? Can you resubmit the level ID just to be sure? Really, that stage just existed, to be honest. Not really worth much. Jerry and Pixel are ahead, so you can, but I'll probably cover it next week. "23rd up is Level 2-1 Cardman Weapon Joker card by Diamond King 175 with 13 plays and a score of 1. Is that it? That only felt like 1/3 of a stage. It didn't have enough time to elaborate on gimmicks nor have climax escalation. Not really appealing to me. There used to be expansion packs before they merged in with the idea. If you want to be even more technical, we sort of had DLCs during the SNES and Genesis era. Remember the Satellaview and the Sega Channel? Alright Pixel, you have 2 more minutes. If you don't submit a level within that time, then I'll be ending off the stream. Okay, let me check that. Alright, let's do it now. So the 24th and final level of the stream is Fire to Space by Pixel, with 16 plays and a score of 1. Hi, Jedok. This doesn't really look like a fire, this looks more like blood water, but I guess the fire is upcoming. I'm using the Gabioles or Croby, these fish, as essentially safety buffers. I'll cover that during the next stream, Monica. Yeah, add to the game without being required. Should have used Charge Kick there, I took the wrong route. See, there's a route up there I should be taking a look at. On second thoughts, no. Gabigo. Yeah, that was an awesome one. Again, I never played the original Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so it's from hearsay and watching a review of it. Got too greedy. When I said fire to space, I was expecting a climbing section, but I just went through a spike-filled corridor. That was anticlimactic to me, to be honest. Yeah, I got your level, Queen Monica. But as I said, I don't have enough time left, so I'll save it for next stream next week. Sorry. So during this stream, I covered 24 levels, 22 of which were viewer submitted ones. Almost a record. I think the record was near 30. As for which ones were my favorites and which ones are honorable mentions, I'll determine them at a later date. As I said earlier, there will be no stream tonight. There will be another stream tomorrow. There will be the usual streams tomorrow, the fan game stream, and then the Forger stream. I will double check to see if that Mega Man game by Lux Mega Man Recharged is out or not. There seems to be conflicting information about that, so Queen Monica, please post it on my Discord, either in the public or PM, whichever one you prefer. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!